Chapter 16. Jessica.
When the office door opens, all three of them walk out together. Alex is grinning, Enzo has that unmistakable smirk on his face, and Dominic, well, he looks more relaxed than I've seen him in days. What did I miss? I ask, trying to read their expressions. Alex stretches and claps his hands together.
Not much. Just an early morning testosterone therapy session.
Dominic shoots him a look.
I'm making breakfast.
Alex announces and heads toward the kitchen.
On that note,
Enzo says, turning to me.
I'll leave you with your overly intense knight in black armor.
He pulls me into a quick hug.
You call me if anything happens. Anything, Jess.
I will, promise. Sophie wraps her arms around me too, lingering just a bit longer.
I'll check in later. Please take care of yourself. I'm trying, I whisper. They both say their goodbyes and leave, the apartment falling quiet again. I glance toward Dominic. I should head to my place, grab a few things, get ready for work.
No.
He interrupts gently but firmly.
You don't need to go back.
I blink, but I can't show up to work in a robe. He steps closer, voice even.
I'll have someone bring you everything you need.
The way he says it, no room for debate, but somehow still protective, pulls something warm in my chest. Okay, I whisper. Dominic gestures for me to follow him. He leads me down a short hallway and opens a door. The guest room is beautiful. Soft cream walls, sunlight pouring through wide windows, a bed that looks like it was plucked from a luxury hotel. It's bigger than most studio apartments.
This is your room now,
He says. I swallow hard. You don't have to do all this,
I know,
he replies.
but I want to.
Within the next hour, a worker arrives with a sleek black duffel full of my things. Makeup, a change of clothes, a few essentials. After a long shower and a quiet moment to breathe, I get dressed and pull my hair into a low, neat bun. Dominic's waiting in kitchen, where his housekeeper and Alex had made some breakfast. We finish our breakfast while talking about anything and everything, and suddenly this all feels a little overwhelming. It is my first time having breakfast with him in this big-ass but beautiful house, but it feels like this is our normal daily day routine. He looks so deliciously handsome, and a sudden urge to kiss him makes my breathing uneven.
You look beautiful, Amor Emile.
He says, and God, what a timing. Now I want to throw myself on him, but before I can reply, he asks.
Ready.
And because my mind is misfiring and my feelings are all over the place, I only manage to nod. He drives me to the office in his black Maserati. The drive to my office is quiet, not tense, just thick with unspoken thoughts, the kind of silence that feels full. His hand rests casually on the gear shift, close enough that I can feel his warmth even though he isn't touching me. But the moment we pull into the underground parking, the calm fractures. Because Naomi is there. Arms folded, sunglasses on despite the fluorescent lights, heels clicking against the concrete. She's leaning against her car like she's posing for a magazine cover, except the set of her mouth tells me this is no photo op. My stomach dips. Of course. Dominic parks, eyes flicking toward her.
You want me to walk you in?
I hesitate, fingers gripping the door handle. No, it's fine. I can handle her. Except I barely take 3 steps out of the car before she pounces.
So it's true.
Naomi, she doesn't let me finish.
You're siding with Dominic CAINE, the man our father wants dead?
I glance around. A few of my employees are walking toward the elevators, trying to pretend they're not listening. Heat crawls up my neck. This isn't the time or place.
Oh, please.
She sneers.
You've never cared about time or place when it benefits you. You play the perfect daughter until a man with money or power shows up. Then suddenly, loyalty doesn't matter, does it?
Her words hit like lashes, but I don't step back. Not this time. I straighten, voice steady. You don't get to talk about loyalty, Naomi.
Not when you've spent your entire life chasing our father's approval while tearing everyone else down. Her jaw tightens. You think you're better than me because you have your little empire now? No, I say, calm but firm. I think I'm better than the version of myself who used to let you talk to me like that. Naomi blinks, startled, just a flicker, before the venom returns. You really believe he cares about you? She spits, jerking her chin toward Dominic. You always play the obedient one, but the second a man with power comes near, you run to him. You're just another name he'll bury when you stop being useful. Before I can respond, the car door shuts softly behind me. Dominic steps forward, calm, slow, composed, but there's an edge to him that makes the air thicken. His voice is low, lethal silk.
She's not siding with anyone,
he says.
She's doing her job, and she's the best in the damn country at it.
Naomi scoffs, but my whole focus is on his praise. The best in the damn country? No one from my family has ever praised me or respected my work, and Dominic saying I'm the best makes me feel something I shouldn't. My every client has always thanked me and told me how much they love their new place, but his words doesn't sound like that. It's like he's proud of me and my work.
Excuse me?
Naomi's words bring me back, and I see Dominic taking another step, eyes cold, protective, without even trying.
She doesn't owe you an explanation, and she sure as hell doesn't need your permission to make her own choices.
Naomi's confidence wavers. Dominic doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't have to. His authority rolls off him like gravity.
She's not someone you get to belittle. Just because she stopped caring about people doesn't really matter.
He finishes. Naomi's face goes pale beneath the layers of her perfect foundation. But before Dominic can say another word, I step in front of him, not to stop him, but to make it clear I don't need a shield. She's right about one thing, though, I say quietly, meeting Naomi's gaze. I am different now. I stopped being the girl who needed everyone's approval, especially yours. So whatever story you're trying to tell yourself to feel better, you can keep it. I have work to do. Naomi blinks, caught off guard. The sting of not being able to provoke me burns across her expression.
Now, will you leave, or should I put a bullet hole in you for disrespecting Jessica?
Dominic says, and Naomi's face turns pale. She turns on her heel and stalks towards her car. The silence that follows hums with adrenaline and something else. Pride. Dominic exhales slowly beside me, his gaze still hard where she disappeared.
You okay?
I nod, though my throat feels tight. Yeah, just embarrassed. Sorry you had to see that. He studies me.
You don't need to apologize for anyone else's chaos,
He says. Before I can reply, he leans in, slow, deliberate, and presses a kiss to the corner of my lips. It's brief, but it steals the air from my lungs.
Go conquer your empire, love.
He murmurs, voice rough but tender. And just like that, something in my chest tightens, not from fear, but from the strange, dangerous comfort of knowing that for once, I'm not standing alone. The second I step into my office, I feel it, that hollow ache beneath my ribs, that buzzing restlessness under my skin. Naomi's words still echo in my mind, sharp, humiliating, loud. Her voice plays like a scratched record on loop. You always play the obedient one, but the second a man with power comes near, you run to him. I shut the door behind me and press a hand to my chest. She said it in front of people. She didn't even hesitate. And the worst part? It hurt because there's a piece of me that wonders if it's true. I sink into my desk chair, willing the tears to stay where they are. I don't want to cry because of Naomi anymore. Not when I've had years of practice swallowing that pain whole. But I'm rattled. I can't focus, can't breathe quite right. Dominic's kiss, his soft reassurance, feels like it happened in a dream. The knock on my door pulls me back. It swings open and Sophie steps in, a paper coffee cup in one hand and concern written across her face. Whoa, you look like someone punched your aura. I force a breath. That's generous.
She sets the cup down and sits across from me. Tell me. I hesitate for only a second before the words tumble out. Naomi was waiting inside the parking. She caused a scene, blamed me for siding with Dominic, accused me of choosing power over family. Sophie's eyebrows shoot up.
Seriously?
I nod. She leans back with a scoff.
I swear, your sister treats emotional sabotage like it's a competitive sport.
I let out a weak laugh. Jess, she says gently.
Naomi projects. She's addicted to control and attention, and when she doesn't have either, she lashes out. That's not on you.
I still feel guilty. That's because you're good. But being good doesn't mean being someone's punching bag. I blink quickly, trying to keep tears from spilling. Thank you. She reaches across the desk and squeezes my hand.
Now, can we channel all this fury into power moves during the renovation team meeting? Because we've got a mansion to resurrect.
I smile, a little more stable. Yeah, let's do it.
The rest of the morning unfolds in a blur of drawings, samples, and architectural lingo. I do my best to stay present, and I mostly succeed. But Dominic keeps slipping into my thoughts. The way he looks at me, the way he defends me without hesitation, the way his kiss, though brief, lingered like a promise I don't fully understand yet. By late afternoon, our team loads into 3 SUVs and heads toward the estate. We split into different groups and move through the property with notes, boards, and blueprints in hand. I focus on the main room, the heart of the estate. It's large and shadowed, still mostly untouched. A grand fireplace sits at one end, and there's dust in the corners that hasn't been disturbed in years. As I kneel near the fireplace, scanning the marble design, something catches my eye. Tucked beneath the corner of a loose floorboard, a small, leather-bound book. A diary. Old, faded, fragile. No name on the cover, just a worn golden symbol, one I don't immediately recognize. Curious, I pick it up and brush the dust off the front. I flip it open to a random page. The handwriting is delicate, female. The ink nearly faded. Whatever this is, it doesn't feel like mine to read. I tuck it into my leather satchel to give to Dominic later and force myself to return to the project, to the tiles, the proportions, the color palettes. But a part of me stays with the diary, and another part, it stays with him.
Chapter 17. Dominic. The moment I step into my office, it's like my body is here, but my thoughts aren't. They're still back at her office, with her. The way she looked after Naomi's confrontation, hurts, embarrassed, humiliated, and still walked into work with her head held high. She's soft and strong in the same breath. I don't know what to make of that. I sit at my desk and stare at the glowing screen, but all I see is the way her mouth curved after I kissed her, the way her voice dropped when she said goodbye. Everything about her fucking crawls under my skin, and worst part is that I don't want it to stop. Love? I don't believe in that illusion. But this feral, maddening pull, it's something I can't explain. It's like obsession and possessiveness, and I just know that no matter what, I will not let her go now. I'm so deep in my thoughts, I don't notice Alex until he flicks a paperclip at my forehead. "What the fuck?" I mutter. "You've been staring at the same file for 6 minutes straight." Dominic. Alex says, grinning. "You planning to burn a hole through it with your eyes, or just daydreaming about your little designer again?" I glare at him. "You want to keep your fucking job? You want to pretend you're not fucking obsessed?" I grunt and mutter, "Fucker," but don't argue, because he's right. Alex slides into the chair across from me. "Let's get back to what matters, Knox." The shift is immediate. My jaw tightens. The fog of Jessica lifts, and in its place, their strategy. We hit his import routes tonight, intercept a major shipment, Guns or cash, something that matters. Alex nods. Our men will strike just after sundown, quiet and clean. Good. I rub the back of my neck. She doesn't know how dangerous he is, I say quietly. Alex leans forward, suddenly serious. She will, and when she does, she'll realize what side she needs to be on. I'm not sure if that comforts me or terrifies me. By evening, I head to the estate. She's already there. I step into the main room and see her across the marble floors, kneeling beside the fireplace, talking to two of her team members, pointing toward a blueprint with complete focus. Her brows furrow as she explains something about lighting structure and space balance. It shouldn't be sexy, but hell, she is. There's something about the way she commands her space that makes my cock react. Jessica Windsor in work mode is like a flame I want to burn my hands on. She glances up and catches me watching. Her eyes widen, then soften. She smiles and nods once at me. It makes me want to get her out of here immediately and show her what her smiles do to me. The meeting runs smoothly. Decisions are made, walls are marked, deadlines assigned, but all I can think about is the look in her eyes when she kissed me yesterday, the way her body trembled when she was scared, and how she melted when I held her, and how perfect she's looking right now. The more the day passes, it becomes harder for me to resist her.
Later, we arrive home, and the quiet between us isn't tense. It's charged. We go to our rooms. She showers. I do the same. By the time I'm in the kitchen, I've tossed on a pair of sweatpants and a black t-shirt. I'm halfway through prepping pasta when I hear her bare feet padding across the floor. She walks in, damp hair tied up messily, a tank top hugging her body, shorts that shouldn't be legal. She drops herself onto the bar stool across from me, smelling like jasmine and soap.
You're cooking?
She asks, surprised. I played the pasta. I do more than threaten politicians. She smiles, and it makes my chest ache. We eat, talk about the renovation, and she updates me on progress. But I barely hear a word. I'm too busy watching the way she bites her lip between sentences, the way she runs her finger along the rim of the glass, the way her skin glows under the soft kitchen lights. When she finishes, there's a small streak of sauce at the corner of her mouth. Without thinking, I reach out and wipe it with my thumb, slow and deliberate. Her breath catches, and before either of us speaks, I lean in and kiss her, soft and searching. She kisses back, deeper, hungry. Her fingers tangle into my shirt, and I pull her closer, gripping her waist and lifting her effortlessly onto the marble bar top. Her legs part and hands slide under my tee. My lips claim her neck, her collarbone. She moans quietly, arching into me. "Tell me you want this," I whisper against her skin.
Yes,
She breathes.
I want you, Dominic. Please.
That word, please, wrecks something in me. I pull her top over her head and toss it aside. She gasps as my lips find the hollow of her neck, then lower, tasting her slowly, thoroughly. Her hands explore my chest under my tee. I help her pull it off, and her fingers trail down my chest and abs. I shudder at her touch. "God, baby," I murmur against her skin. "You have no idea what you do to me," I whisper before recapturing her sexy little mouth, unable to keep the words buried. I look into her eyes as I push her silky panties aside, my cock fucking throbbing when I feel how turned on she is. Is this all for me, amore mio? She blushes and nods as she pushes my sweatpants down, taking my boxers with them. Her impatience is so fucking sexy, but the way she licks her lips when she lays her eyes on my cock undoes me. "I need to see you." She nods and looks into my eyes as she reaches behind her and undoes her white lace bra, and I'm fucking spellbound. desperate to commit every second to memory. She grins as she repeats the process with her matching underwear, and there's something so fucking ethereal about the way she holds my gaze. Her red cheeks betray her shyness.
Wow, I whisper without thinking. Fuck. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd have Jessica Windsor naked on my kitchen counter, her pussy dripping for me. I grab her thighs and lift one leg over my shoulder before turning my head in to kiss her thigh. She moans and buries a hand in my hair, gripping tightly. Let me worship you, I plead.
Dominic.
She moans when I kiss her pussy, and I can't help but smile. I haven't even gotten a real taste yet, and she's already trembling. Knowing she wants me the same, fuck, it's such a rush. I hold on to her thighs, and she leans back, watching me as I drag my tongue around her clit.
I can't.
She moans.
I want to feel you inside me, Dominic. I need you, now.
And I need you to come on my tongue first, amore mio. Come for me, and I'll let you have my cock. She lies back on the counter as I bury my face between her legs, and the way she moans for me has me on the fucking edge. I could come just from the sound of her. I bring her close, teasing her clit repeatedly, building her up slowly, circling, lapping, until she's shaking and desperate for me. You're doing so good, baby. So good, I whisper as I slip 2 fingers into her, pressing against her G-spot. She moans my name as she comes for me, and fuck if it isn't the most surreal thing. None of my fantasies lived up to this. She's everything. Jessica smiles shyly as she pushes herself back into a seated position and pulls me closer, her eyes searching, like she's wondering if this feels the same to me. Her arms wrap around my neck, and I gently cup the back of her head, mesmerized as she grabs my cock and lines it up wordlessly. I look into her eyes, pushing the tip into her slowly, my breathing ragged. It takes all of me to stop there, to pause and find the words I need. Baby, I murmur as I thread my hand through her hair and grip tightly, my other hand on her waist. If I take you now, you're mine. Do you understand? She's breathing as hard as I am, her gaze filled with the same intensity, the same emotion. She nods, but that isn't enough for me. Tell me you understand.
I'm yours, Dominic.
Fuck. I wanted to hear that she understand, but her saying that, fuck. I push into her another inch, and her eyes widen, a hint of discomfort in her expression, despite how soaking wet she is. She reaches for me and cups my face, the look in her eyes telling me all I need to know. I push another inch into her, and her lips part, her muscles tensing around me like it's too much for her. You're taking my cock so good, amore mio. Your pussy was just made for me, wasn't it? She nods.
Made for you.
She whispers, mindlessly echoing my words. And fuck me, she'll make me come if she keeps looking at me like that. My hands wrap around her hips and I hold her in place as I thrust all the way into her, earning myself the sexiest moan.
Oh, God, Dominic.
She whispers, her legs wrapping around me. Her name on her lips is the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. I'll never get enough of it, of her. Mine, I tell her, as I pull halfway out, only to thrust back into her hard and fast, my control slipping in my need to have her. Finally, fucking finally, she's mine. Her head rests on my chest, rising and falling in rhythm with my breathing. The sun slips quietly through the blinds, brushing soft golden light over her bare shoulder. Jessica sleeps soundly, tangled in the sheets, her fingers still resting over my heart like she belongs there, and maybe she does. I've never been good at mornings. I usually roll out of bed and go straight into work, but this morning I lie still, just watching her. Because somehow this woman, this guarded, clever, maddening woman, has burrowed herself into my life in ways I didn't expect and want. And now I don't want her anywhere else but with me only. She stirs against me, slowly blinking into the light. When her eyes meet mine, sleep-fogged and soft, something tightens in my chest.
Morning.
She mumbles, stretching lazily.
What time is it?
Too late, I smirk. But I'm letting you off the hook since you kept me up all night. She smiles, cheeks flushing.
You're the one who carried me to the bedroom.
And you're the one who kept moaning my name, I murmur near her ear, earning a playful slap to my chest. We get up slowly, sharing a few more stolen kisses between dressing, showering, and stepping around each other like we've done this 1,000 times. It feels dangerously normal. Once we're ready, I slip my watch on and glance at her as she grabs her bag. You'll have a new driver today, I tell her. And bodyguards. They'll follow at a distance, but they won't leave your side. She straightens up.
Dominic?
It's not negotiable, I cut in gently. After what happened, I'm not risking anything. Not when I know someone's still out there watching. Her lips press into a tight line, but she nods.
Fine. Just make sure they're not obvious.
They're professionals, I assure her. No black suits and sunglasses. She lets out a sigh and heads toward the door with me. But just as I reach for the handle, she freezes.
Wait.
I glance back. She digs through her bag, pulling out a small object wrapped in soft cloth.
The diary,
She says.
I almost forgot.
I take it from her, weighing the worn leather in my hand. Something ancient stirs in me.
I found it in the main room of the estate, and it looked like it belongs to you. I haven't read it.
The diary is heavier than it looks. I settle into my chair and open it slowly, flipping through delicate pages until I find the script I recognize. My mother's handwriting. It's a strange thing, seeing her words again after all these years. The curls of her letters, the way she dotted her eyes with little upward strokes. I inhale sharply, then read. March 3rd, 1993. They told us it was only a myth, that the symbol meant protection, but Luca always knew what it meant, and now I know the truth. The symbol is power, old power. It has belonged to our bloodline since the beginning, but that power comes with a price. If another family wants to claim it, they have to take it. Not through battle, through ritual. They must chant the binding words and burn the symbol into their own child's flesh, a sacrifice of pain to steal what was never theirs. I blink. The words are written in black ink, trembling at the edges like she was scared when she wrote them. My hands curl into fists. Jessica. The scar on her abdomen? Knox. That son of a bitch. He knew. He must have known about the symbol, about the ritual. He must have found whispers, clues, enough to put the pieces together. And if Jessica was marked, then that means she wasn't just a pawn. She's the sacrifice. My stomach knots. Was she kidnapped as a child? Brainwashed? Or worse, was she hurt before she was even old enough to remember? I don't know how long I sit there, flipping through pages, watching my mother spiral deeper into fear. But when I reach the final entry, her words are clear. If you ever find this, Dominic, protect what's left. Don't let the bloodlines be rewritten. And don't trust the Windsors. Not ever.
Dom?
Alex's voice breaks through the fog. I look up to see him standing in the doorway, brow furrowed.
You all right?
He asks. I close the book and slide it into my drawer. No. He walks in, shutting the door behind him. I fill him in. The diary, the ritual, the scar, the symbol. He doesn't interrupt once. When I finish, he runs a hand through his hair.
Shit. So Knox tried to carve a symbol into her body after adopting her to have the power.
I nod. Or use her as leverage, or both. His jaw tightens.
We should burn his empire to the ground.
We already started. He gives me a crooked smile.
Speaking of, the shipment raid was a success. We intercepted one of his biggest drops. Ammo, weapons, cash. He's gonna feel it.
Good, I say darkly.
But
I glance up.
we picked up some chatter. One of our men heard a whisper. Knox might be planning another hit.
I go still. Jessica? I ask.
Knox.
Alex nods once. Rage curls through my spine like smoke. Then we end it, I say. I want eyes on him. Phones tapped, bank accounts flagged. I don't care how we do it. I stand. Because if Knox tries to hurt her again, he won't survive long enough to regret it.
Chapter 18. Jessica. I'm exhausted by the time I return to the penthouse. The day has been long and emotionally draining. Even though I pushed through the workday, part of me just wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. But now, the soft lights of the penthouse feel like a balm on my nerves. And the smell. Garlic. Rosemary. Sautéed onions. I step into the open living space and freeze, lips parting. Dominic is standing at the stove, sleeves rolled up to his elbows, black shirt snug around his broad shoulders and back. The kitchen lights pour down on him like a spotlight, and for a moment, it doesn't feel real. How can someone look that sexy while just cooking? He glances over his shoulder when he hears me. A small smile curves his lips.
You're home.
He says, setting down the wooden spoon.
Good timing. Dinner's almost ready.
I blink, still standing by the doorway like I've forgotten how to move. You cooked? He shrugs.
You've had a rough couple of days. Figured I'd make something decent before we drown in takeout again.
I can't help but smile, warmth blooming in my chest.
Go freshen up.
He adds.
Dinner will be on the table in 10.
I nod and head toward the guest room. My room now, I suppose. But the second I push open the door, the air turns ice cold. I take one step inside and stop dead. My breath catches. There, on the floor-to-ceiling glass windows, written in something dark and smeared. You will pay for this. The words drip slowly, thick and red. My blood drains from my face. At first, I think I'm hallucinating. My legs feel numb, my mouth opens, but no sound comes out. Then, I scream, loud and sharp. It echoes across the penthouse like a gunshot. Dominic comes running, and I barely hear the door slam open. Suddenly, he's in front of me, stepping between me and the window, grabbing my arms. I point behind him, shaking. The window, it's blood! Someone wrote on the glass! He turns, and the moment he sees it, his jaw clenches hard. His body shifts instantly, dangerous, alert, protective. Then, without a word, he scoops me into his arms, holding me tightly, and carries me out of the room. My chest is heaving. The fear is rising fast and wild, clawing its way up my throat. He brings me into his room, shuts the door, and yanks the blackout curtains closed. Only then does he set me down on the edge of the bed, kneeling in front of me.
Jessica,
He says, softly cupping my face.
look at me, baby.
But I can't. My vision blurs. My hands are trembling. I feel like I'm back in that dark parking lot, back in that moment someone tried to hurt me. No, kill me. My mind spins with panic. They're going to kill me, I whisper.
No.
They know where I am. How did they... What if next time they come inside? What if no one's around? What if...
Jessica.
He says again, firmer this time. His hands tighten just enough to anger me.
Breathe, baby.
I do. Slowly, because he's breathing with me. His forehead presses gently to mine. His warmth surrounds me. My wild heartbeat starts to match his calm one.
You're safe now.
He says, voice rough but steady.
I swear to you, I won't let anyone touch you.
I close my eyes, letting his strength bleed into me. He pulls me into his arms, wrapping them around me so tightly it feels like he's trying to hold me together.
After what feels like an eternity, when my hands have stopped shaking and the tears have dried on my cheeks, he pulls back just enough to look at me.
"There's something I need to tell you,"
He says, voice low. I blink, chest still aching. What is it? Dominic reaches for the bedside drawer and pulls out the old diary.
"My mother wrote this. I read it at the office."
I straighten a little, confused. He opens to a marked page and hands it to me. As I read the words, a cold pit opens in my stomach. My name is mentioned in every way that matters. The symbol, the ritual, the scar. My mouth goes dry. You think that scar I have, it's from that? Dominic nods slowly.
Knox wanted the power the CAINE symbol holds. He didn't want to hurt his own daughter, so he adopted you and tried getting it through you.
My throat tightens painfully. He burned me?
I don't know if he did it himself, but someone did to complete the ritual.
He pauses, voice lowering.
And there's a chance he's planning to do it again.
A wave of nausea hits me. No, I can't.
Jessica.
I look up, tears slipping down my cheeks. Dominic's expression is hard, fierce, protective.
No one,
he growls,
is going to touch you, not while I'm breathing.
I choke back a sob. He lifts my chin.
Do you trust me?
I nod.
Then believe this. You're mine to protect now, and anyone who comes for you will regret it.
His words settle into me like armor, cold steel over my cracking skin. I don't know what comes next, but I know one thing. I'm not alone anymore.
Chapter 19. Dominic. Jessica's curled against my chest, her breath finally steady. I hold her like she's made of glass, still feeling the tremble in her limbs from the panic she barely outran. She's asleep now, or close enough. I could lie here all night, if that's what it takes to keep her from waking up in fear again. But when her breathing slows enough, I gently pull away and tuck the sheets around her before grabbing my phone. Alex, I need to know who the fuck left a message on my guest room window. Use every resource. Pull camera footage. Bribe every guard in this fucking building if you have to. I want names. I barely wait for his reply before walking back to the bed. Jessica stirs as I sit down beside her, her hand instinctively reaching out toward me. I take it. Soft, small, stronger than anyone sees. When morning comes, she's quieter than usual. Her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes, and though she insists she's fine, I see how her hands shake when she lifts her coffee mug, and how she barely eats. When she says she's going to get ready, I stop her because I don't want something else happening to her. Amore mio, I said gently. Let's work from here for a while. She blinks up at me.
Here?
Yes, until things calm down. No need to be running around the city.
But I have to supervise.
I'll come with you to the estate anytime you need. I cut in. You won't step outside without me or one of my men until I say it's safe. Her lips part in protest, but I raise a brow and she finally nods.
Fine.
She mutters.
But I'm not fragile, Dominic.
No, she's not. She's just been scared for so long she doesn't know how to fall apart without guilt. Days passes and she works constantly. I watch her scribble over blueprints, jump on video calls, and spend hours comparing textures and designs like she's racing some invisible clock. She doesn't talk about what happened. Not the blood, not the diary, not the threat that someone might be out there watching again. Every time I try to bring it up, she gives me a soft, fake smile and says, "I'm fine." But now I have had enough. It's nearly midnight. I'm half asleep when I hear the faintest sound from the bathroom, sobbing. I sit up. It's muffled, barely audible, but it cracks right through me. I stand, Walk to the door, my hand hovers over the knob. I could go in, hold her, pull her to me, tell her she's safe, but I don't, because maybe right now she needs space more than comfort. I go back to bed and sit down on the edge, waiting. Minutes pass, then the door creaks open. Jessica steps out slowly, wrapped in one of my shirts, her hair damp around her face. Her eyes are red, cheeks blotchy. When she sees me sitting there, the dam breaks again. A broken sound escapes her lips, and she rushes into my arms. "Hey," I whisper, holding her tight. "It's okay. I've got you." She cries into my shoulder, gripping me like I'm the only solid thing left in her world. "No one's going to hurt you. I swear you'll be free of this soon." She pulls back slightly, her face flushed and wet, eyes searching mine. There's something raw in her gaze, something aching. I lean in and kiss her, softly, gently. Like a vow, her fingers twist into my shirt as she kisses me back, desperate for more than comfort. She needs to feel, and I need to show her she's not alone. I ease her down onto the bed, kissing her as I lower my weight gently over her. My hands cradle her face, my thumb brushing a tear from her cheek. "You sure?" I ask against her lips.
Yes,
She whispers, breath hitching.
I need this. I need you.
That's all I need to hear. I kiss her again, deeper now, letting all the fear, anger, and tenderness bleed through. I slide my hands under the oversized shirt, fingers skimming her waist, her ribs, every inch of soft skin. She arches into me, whimpering when I trail kisses down her neck, taking my time. I need to taste her. She gasps as I shift lower, trailing my mouth down her chest, over her stomach, slow and reverent. I glance up at her as I hook her underwear down her thighs, eyes never leaving hers.
Dominic.
She breathes, hips shifting restlessly beneath me. I kneel in front of her and grip her thighs.
You are always on your knees in front of me.
She says softly while a little smirk dances on her lips. I lower my mouth to honor her sweet cunt, dragging my tongue slowly over her heat. "Because you are meant to worship, baby." Her moan is sharp, raw, head tipping back against the pillow as her fingers twist in the sheets. I groan against her, licking her again. Long, slow strokes. She tastes like heaven, like fire, like everything I didn't know I needed. Her legs tremble around my shoulders as I suck her clit, rolling my tongue in circles.
Please.
She whispers, voice breaking. "I've got you," I murmur against her, then suck harder, flicking my tongue faster, until her back arches off the bed, thighs clamping around me. She cries out my name as she falls apart on my mouth, and I don't stop, not until I've wrung every shudder from her body. Only then do I kiss my way back up her trembling form, pressing my mouth to her nipple, her collarbone, the pulse beneath her jaw. I meet her lips again, slow and tender, letting her taste herself on me. She pulls me closer, desperate for more. I undress the rest of the way, my body aching for hers. When I finally push into her, it's slow and deep measured. I watch her face, the way her eyes flutter closed, the way she breathes my name. I move inside her, matching the rhythm of her heartbeat. She wraps her arms around me, holding me close like she doesn't want to let go, and neither do I. Her moans rise in pitch as I thrust deeper, my hand finding her breast, my mouth trailing kisses across her throat and collarbone.
And close.
She gasps. "Let go, amore mio," I whisper. "I've got you." She shatters beneath me, whispering my name like a prayer, and I follow her over the edge, burying myself deeper, kissing her as we come undone together.
Later, when she's curled against me, fast asleep, her hand on my chest and her breath soft and even, I stare up at the ceiling. The emotion in my chest isn't just lust. It's not even just obsession anymore. It's something heavier, dangerous. I care for her deeply and it terrifies me, because she doesn't know who I really am. Not yet. Not the ruthless man who's ordered deaths. Not the mafia boss who's bathed in blood and vengeance. If she ever sees that part of me, will she run? Will she hate me? My fingers brush over her back. She murmurs something in her sleep and presses closer. I close my eyes and wonder how long I can hold on to her before reality tears us apart.
Chapter 20. Jessica. It's been a whole week since the message on my window. A whole fucking week since I screamed so loud it cracked something inside me. A whole week of working through the daylight and falling into Dominic's arms at night. The heaviness hasn't lifted entirely. It still sits in the pit of my chest like wet cement, hard, heavy, and unmovable. But here, inside these walls, with him, I can breathe. The day is always the hardest. I bury myself in work like it's the only thing keeping me sane, sketching until my fingers cramp, reviewing plans until my eyes blur, leading meetings like I'm not one sharp breath away from falling apart. But when the sun drops and silence settles over everything, that's when Dominic becomes the only thing keeping me from losing my shit. He doesn't say much, not in the way most people would, but he's always there, always present. Some evenings, he's already in the kitchen by the time I shut my laptop, his sleeves rolled, jaw clenched in concentration as he cooks like he's at war with the damn skillet. Other nights, we sit on the couch, cuddling. We talk about meaningless things, books, music, his favorite whiskey, the fact that I can't handle spice that he somehow finds adorable. And when he laughs, it's this low, rare sound that hits me square in the chest, like something holy just slipped out of the mouth of a devil. In those moments, I forget. The blood, the scar, the past, even my name. Some nights, I fall asleep beside him without realizing it, wrapped in his arms, head on his chest, his heartbeat lulling me into sleep. I never thought a mafia boss would become my anchor. Yet, here I am, feeling safe in the arms of a man the world fears. And still I can't shake the storm, roaring just under my skin because I'm falling in love with him. And that scares the ever-loving shit out of me. It isn't sudden. It isn't some cinematic crash. It's quiet, unforgiving. It's the way his hand brushes mine without looking. The way he gives me space, but never distance. The way he doesn't force me to open up, but listens the moment I do. And yet every time I try to make sense of it, that fucking voice inside me won't shut up. What if I'm just a duty? What if I'm the mess he's trying to clean up? What if he sees the scar, sees the pain, and thinks, shit, I owe her something because my family fucked it up? Maybe he thinks this is redemption, that because his mother couldn't protect me, he has to. I hate that I even think that, but I can't help it. Because as much as Dominic makes me feel safe, he doesn't tell me how he feels. He's closed off, guarded, and I don't know what's behind that wall. It's Saturday afternoon when I finally snap. I text Sophie and Enzo with a quick, "Come over, please."
Dominic's out with Alex, handling some security detail, and I'm sitting in the living room, clutching my cup of coffee like it might give me answers. They arrive 20 minutes later. Sophie tosses her heels off the second she walks in and drops onto the couch like she owns the damn place. Enzo follows, his expression tight, sunglasses shoved onto his head like they've been through hell with him.
What's the emergency?
Sophie asks, narrowing her eyes at me. I don't bother pacing this time. I think I'm in love with Dominic. I know we had this conversation before, but now I'm deeply in love with him. Silence. Then Sophie, ever the confident one, grins like I just handed her a fucking golden ticket.
I was wondering when you'd say it.
Wait, you knew? Jess, you look at him like he hung the fucking moon. Enzo's face darkens.
Are you sure this isn't just trauma bonding? He's protecting you, yes, but sometimes that shit gets tangled with real emotions.
I exhale. I've thought about that. I've tried to talk myself out of it. I stare at the floor, but I've never felt like this with anyone. I feel like myself with him, not the daughter of Knox Windsor, not the scared girl with the scar. Just me. Sophie squeezes my hand. Then hold on to it. I know he cares about you. I've seen how he looks at you when you're not looking. But he's never said anything, I whisper. What if he's just trying to make up for something? For the scar, for the pain. What if he's doing this because he feels like he has to?
Damn it, Jess.
Enzo mutters, finally pacing.
Dominic is dangerous. He's not some guy from a romance movie. He's a goddamn mafia boss.
I know exactly who he is. He sighs.
Then be smart. If he hurts you,
you'll kill him. I finish, smiling a little.
Glad we're clear on that.
He says flatly. Sophie nudges him. Don't be such a grump. She's been through hell and she knows what she's doing. I glance between them and feel the tension in my chest ease just a little. Maybe love doesn't always announce itself. Maybe it doesn't scream or burn or explode. Maybe it whispers. Maybe it grows slowly, dangerously, until it takes over everything. And maybe, just maybe, he's already falling with me, too. I've never felt this fucking nervous over boiling water before, but here I am, barefoot in Dominic's sleek, ridiculously expensive kitchen, fidgeting with a wooden spoon and watching pasta simmer like it might attack me. Cooking was never my thing. I can sketch a luxury villa blindfolded, but ask me to dice an onion and I start sweating like a criminal. Still, I wanted to try. For him. Even if it's just pasta with arrabbiata sauce from a jar and overly toasted garlic bread. I hear the front door click. Shit. My heart races as I quickly wipe my hands on a towel and glance down to make sure I haven't somehow set myself on fire. Footsteps. Heavy, confident, a familiar rhythm that makes my pulse thrum. Then he enters, in a black suit with the tie loosened, hair tousled from the wind. He stops when he sees me, brows lifted, lips slightly parted.
You're cooking?
His voice is that same dark velvet that makes my knees weak. I clear my throat, suddenly regretting this entire performance. Trying to. He walks toward me slowly, eyes narrowing.
Trying to poison me.
I scowl. Wow, thanks for the support. A smirk tugs at his lips as he comes closer, his gaze sliding over my bare legs, the oversized shirt barely covering my thighs.
They like the outfit?
I blink up at him, trying not to melt as he comes around the counter. He looks into the pot like it's some sort of tactical threat. It's pasta, you're safe, I mutter. He chuckles.
We'll see.
We eat together at the counter. He doesn't say much, just watches me with those unreadable eyes, lips twitching every time I curse at my slightly burned bread. And damn it, I like the way he's looking at me. Like he doesn't see the broken girl anymore. Like maybe he sees me. After dinner, I move to clean up, but he grabs my wrist and pulls me gently toward him.
Leave it,
he says.
Come here.
I let him guide me to the bar stool. He steps between my legs, tilts my chin up, and kisses me. It starts slow and soft, but heat simmers underneath. When his tongue slides over mine, something in me unravels. My fingers tangle in his shirt. His hands grip my thighs, spreading them wider, pulling me closer until his erection presses against me through his pants. I gasp when he lifts me off the stool and lays me out across the kitchen counter. His lips trail down my neck, my chest, my stomach. Dominic! Shh, he murmurs.
Let me taste you.
He pulls down my panties and parts my legs like he owns them. I feel his breath before his tongue touches me, and when it does, I nearly lose my fucking mind. Oh, I whimper, head falling back against the cold stone. God! He licks me slow, deep strokes that make my toes curl and my hands claw at the counter. He groans against me, gripping my thighs tighter, holding me open as he devours me like he's his last meal. When he sucks my clit and flicks his tongue, I cry out, hips bucking.
That's it.
He growls.
Come on my tongue, amore mio.
I fall apart for him. Loud, raw, and trembling, but he doesn't stop. He slides 2 fingers inside me, curling them while his tongue keeps working me. I feel another orgasm building so fast it knocks the breath from my lungs. I scream his name when I come again, body shaking. Then he rises, mouth glistening, eyes dark and wild.
Turn around.
He orders, voice like gravel. I do. He rips off the shirt, pulls down his pants, and pushes into me from behind in one slow, brutal thrust.
Fuck.
He hisses.
You feel too good. You were made for this.
Dominic, I gasp. His hand slides up my back, tangling in my hair as he fucks me rough and deep, hips snapping against my ass. His other hand wraps around and rubs my clit in sharp circles, sending sparks up my spine.
Say you're mine.
He growls, slamming into me harder.
I'm yours, I cry. I'm fucking yours.
He thrusts faster, deeper, until my walls clamp down around him and I scream, coming undone again. Dominic follows with a loud groan, spilling inside me with a curse. He collapses against my back, both of us panting, slick with sweat. After a few moments, he scooped me up in his arms and carried me to his bedroom. He gently lies me down.
Stay.
He says, and goes to the bathroom and comes with a warm, wet towel and gently cleans me with it. With all the softness that he is showing me, my heart starts to beat a little faster, and hope blooms in my stomach that he might really feel something for me too. When he comes back and cradles me against his chest, I feel vulnerable, so I'm spilling out everything I feel. I love you, Dominic. I know we haven't talked about anything in detail, and it's soon, but I guess I can't wait anymore or stay in denial. I just want you to know how I feel and that I am willing to wait for you. I know the things that are happening with my father are a lot for you, and I won't come between you two. Please don't think that I'm trying to save my dad through all this. I truly love you. I haven't felt safer and complete before you. Silence. His body tenses around me. I lifted my head. Dominic? He closes his eyes.
Jess.
My chest tightens.
I can give you anything you want.
He says, voice low.
I can protect you. I'll give you the fucking world if you ask for it.
I wait, my heart pounding.
But I can't give you love.
The words hit me harder than any bullet could. I blinked at him. You mean you won't?
I mean, I don't know how.
He says, standing.
I'm not built for it. You deserve better than what I am.
Dominic. But he's already walking away. He pulls on his pants, doesn't even look back.
I need to work. I'll be in my office.
And just like that, he's gone. I waited for hours, but he didn't come back, and eventually cried myself to sleep in the bed we shared, wearing nothing but the ache in my chest.
The next 4 days were brutal. I tried to talk to him, but he shuts me down every time. He's distant, cold, controlled. I try. God, I try. I wait for him to say something, anything, but he never does. He answers in one-word replies and spends long hours in his office with the door closed. Every look, every word, calculated, and it fucking breaks me. By the 3rd day, I started to lose track of time. The penthouse feels too big, too quiet, and he is everywhere, even if he's not here. The way his scent lingers in the air, the memories of him cooking for me, us watching TV and cuddling on the couch, and all the sweet talking. Everything is breaking inside me, and I don't know how long I will be able to handle his silent treatment. When he didn't come back home that night, the part I was holding together of myself shattered in million pieces.
and all the hope I had vanished. Again, I cried to sleep. The next night, I lie awake, staring at the ceiling, replying everything we had, and the moment everything shattered. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I shouldn't have shared my feelings. Or maybe I'm not made to be loved by anyone. Not by my family, and not by the man I love. When dawn creeps through the windows on the 5th morning, I am alone again. And I've had enough. If he's not going to fight for me, for us, then I can't stay here any longer. So I pack my things in silence, grab my keys with shaking hands, and walk out of his penthouse without looking back. Enzo opens his door in boxers and a hoodie, blinking like he's seen a ghost.
Jess?
I don't even say anything. I just crumble into his arms. He catches me and pulls me inside, wraps me in a blanket on his couch, and doesn't let go.
Talk to me. What happened?
I told him I loved him, I whisper.
And?
Enzo asks. He said he can't love me back. Enzo curses under his breath, pulling me tighter.
That fucking bastard.
I try to laugh, but it breaks halfway out. Don't, I whisper. Please don't hate him. I don't even know if I can. He cups the back of my head, pressing my face against his shoulder.
You don't have to hate him. I'll do it for you.
That makes me cry harder. My body trembles with exhaustion, grief, disbelief. I can't hate him, I murmur, voice raw. But I think I'm losing my mind, Enzo. I don't know how to stop loving him when he doesn't want me. Enzo's voice softens, thick with emotion.
You don't stop, Jess. You just survive it. And he is a stupid fuck because he has feelings for you too. We have seen it in the way he cares for you. The bastard is just too dumb to realize it.
I don't know if that's true, because right now, even if God himself came to tell me that Dominic loves me, I won't believe him. After a long pause, Enzo says,
I've got you, okay? Whatever it takes.
He doesn't let go, and for the first time in days, I let myself breathe. Not because the pain is gone, but because, for now, I'm not alone in it.